Hello there, ye faithful few, and welcome back to DMS Adventures, where elevation gain is no cause to complain. It is a brisk and balmy 27 degrees out today, but we are here to show you, ye faithful few, what's new for 2022. We were tagged by Todd and Elise over at In Our Element, and we are going to show you the new gear that we got to put into use this year. So we've kind of got a variety of stuff. We got some car camping things and some backpacking things. So let's get into it. New piece of gear number one is for us older folks that may have some circulation issues and get cold extremities. Down booties. These were recommended by my pal Brian over at Carlson Adventures. Picked up this relatively inexpensive pair at Amazon. So looking forward to some warm, toasty nights in the tent. New piece of gear number two for 2022, or pieces of gear, come from Hilltop packs. We recently won a giveaway, the 12 Days of Christmas from Devin at Backcountry Exposure, and one of the things was a $25 gift card to Hilltop packs. So we put that to good use and picked up three different things. The first is a backpack strap water holder bag for Rugged Mountain Sister, as I already have one. So we picked that up. The next thing is one of their battery bags. Green means charged, red means dead. And there's a divider in there so you can keep them separate. And the last one is a ditty bag, or an electronics bag, and it also is separated into two compartments so you can keep things nice and organized. New piece of gear number three for 2022 was probably our best score of 2021. It also came from Devin at Backcountry Exposure for the 12 Days of Christmas giveaway, and it was the Waymark Evlv backpack. This thing is awesome. This may be, we may use this for Rugged Mountain Sister to replace her Osprey Cirrus, because this pack is 17 ounces versus her Osprey that is about 54 ounces. So it's a savings of over like 2 pounds of weight just in the backpack, which makes Rugged Mountain Sister a happy hiker. New piece of gear number four for 2022 is the Iceco 64-liter refrigerator slash cooler. So we already have a cooler, and it's actually a really good one, but one thing that's just super annoying about that is always making sure that you have ice to put in it. So with this guy, we will not have to worry about ice, and it's also a little bit bigger, so we'll be able to go on slightly longer car camping trips. So I grabbed this one based on a recommendation from my buddy Keith, the trail medic. When he was doing his van build, he was choosing between this one and another brand, and he wanted to go with this one, but it didn't come with wheels. And so he went with a different one, but he really highly recommended this due to the compressor that is put in these units. So we'll be able to keep one side as a freezer, one side as a refrigerator, both freezers, both refrigerators, doesn't matter. You have all kinds of flexibility with this unit here. So we're super excited to be using this year. Now, in order to run that refrigerator, we needed some way to power it right. So we picked up the Jackery 1000 solar generator. So when we were at the YouTuber meetup, my plan was to recharge our electronics by using the 110 volt plug in the back of the truck. However, for that to work, the truck has to be running the whole time. So that just ended up not working. So there was a subscriber that joined us at the meetup, and they had the 500 model, and he let us bump some energy off of them in order to charge all of our electronics. So I was like, I need to get me one of those. He said that if he had to do it over again, he'd get the 1000. So we took his advice, and that was what we picked up. So we'll be able to run our refrigerator off of it. We'll be able to run our fan. We'll be able to recharge all of our electronics, the YouTube camera gear, everything that we need off of this guy for probably a couple days. And then if we have an actual sunny day, we'll be able to keep this recharged as well. So really excited to start using this. So I'm quickly becoming a DJI fanboy, which will become apparent by the end of this video. So new gear for 2022 number 5 is the DJI OM5 Phone Gimbal. Now right now the phone is on my trusty Osmo 3, which has performed well. It's starting to do certain things. The motors are drifting a little bit. It's getting a little old and I was just looking for an upgrade. And this guy gets some kind of interesting reviews. Some people love it, some people hate it. I think for our use case, this will be a good addition. So a few of the differences between the OM5 and the Osmo 3 are, it's about 5 ounces lighter. It is a little bit more compact. It'll fit into my chest rig a little bit easier. One little kind of gimmicky thing, I guess, that they put in it, but I think we will use it a fair amount, is it comes with its own selfie stick. So the whole gimbal operation is independent of the stick. You can still control everything from the buttons down here, and you get a little bit nicer extension away from your face when you're vlogging. You can get higher angles on your shots, and I just thought we'd be able to put that to some good use. And then, in my opinion, the best feature is it has this separate phone clamp that you just put your phone inside here. It stays on your phone, and then it just is magnetized right onto the gimbal, and it holds it on like super good. So when the gimbal is operational, I'll be able to actually just take the phone off, and this goes into standby mode, and then I'm able to pack it all away a little bit quicker when I need to have my hands free while I'm hiking. One other thing I picked up for the gimbal, since it was more compact and I'd be able to fit it easier, I needed the accessories that go with the gimbal to be able to fit in the pack as well. So I picked up this little articulating arm with 2 hot shoes on it and the 1/4-inch jacks. And this folding up will be able to do a couple things for me. Let me show you. With these little quick connects on here, I can stick this onto a tripod, take the gimbal, throw it on there. Then I got everything on here. I can fold these up when it's time to put it in my bag. One other thing is sometimes when I'm vlogging and I turn the camera back to face me, sometimes I want the mic and or the light to be turned around, and I would always have to unscrew them, turn them around in the hot shoe and put them back. But with this thing, I can just flip the arms around, bam, the light's on me, flip this around, and the mic's on me. Now I'm able to vlog super quick with these, and then when I'm ready to shoot something else, twist those back facing front. So I haven't been able to take this out on trail yet, but looking forward to doing so in 2022.
I'm cold.
New piece of gear for 2022, number 7, keeping with that DJI fanboy theme. The Mini 2 from DJI. This thing is awesome. This thing is a sub 250 gram drone, so you don't have to register it. It handles the wind relatively good for the size of it and being so small. It shoots amazing 4K video. It is super smooth, super easy to fly. Even Rugged Mountain sister flies this thing around and does a great job with it. You already kind of knew I had this. I've done a couple videos showing some of the shots of it. So anyway, we're very excited to use this on trail for 2022. One little accessory we got for the drone were these lens filters. They just make the shots a little bit more cinematic looking. On a bright day, they come in more handy than on a day like today. This little pack is from Freewell, and it comes with 8 filters, 3 NDRs, and then the rest of them are NDRs with a polarizer. They're super handy. They make the shots look better in my opinion. So we picked these up too. So a couple things I want to say just real quick about the drone. One is, now in order to fly it, even as a hobbyist, you have to pass a test called Trust. Now it's super easy, you can't fail it. Even Royal Mountain Sister passed the test and has a little certificate that we keep with us just in case anybody asks when we're flying it. We're legal.
Warning, there's a lot of reading. And
yeah.
If you get a question wrong, it lets you take it again.
Yeah, so the test is no big deal, but you are supposed to have the certificate in order to be legal to fly it. One thing that really stinks is normally we go to state parks to do a lot of our hiking and adventures, and there are no drones allowed on DNR property, which is super disappointing to say the least. There are a fair amount of rules and regulations in order to do things legally and correctly. In general, you know, if you're not dumb with it, you can get away with doing some easy flights and stuff. So we look forward to having opportunities to fly it and get you some awesome shots from different vantage points. One thing I did want to mention real quick is that I was actually able to pay for this with money that we make by putting our videos on a different platform. So if you're at all interested in what that platform is and how to get involved with that, just send an email to dmsadventures2020@gmail.com and I can let you know more information about that. And lastly, we are supposed to tag another channel to do the new gear for 2022 video. And I don't think he's putting one out, but I would like to tag Brian over at Carlson Adventures. I consider him a fellow traveler. Both of our channels are about the same size. We are both plugging away trying to get to that 500 mark to be able to have our community tab at least. So if any of you faithful few out there are not subscribed to Brian's channel, why don't you go over and check it out and give him a couple likes on some videos and subscribe. That is it for our new gear for 2022 video. We're super excited to use all this new gear this year. Plan on doing reviews of pretty much everything that we showed today at some point, so be looking out for those. We want to thank you guys so much for watching, and you all have a great day.